Selection takes out.
All right, what is up, everybody? Hope everybody's doing good tonight. Sorry, starting a couple minutes late here. We are in the bottom of the first inning now. Jacob deGrom is up, one man out for the Braves, and he's looking sharp so far in these first two batters. 1-1's the count. We got Swanson up right now. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. Going to be here for most of the game tonight. If I could stay the whole game, I will, but fatherly duties call, and I might have to head out for a bit, but welcome to the stream. If this is your first time, we're checking out the Mets and Braves. We're in the first inning, bottom of the first. 1-2 count right now. Swanson is up, one out. Let's go, Mets. All right, foul tip there by Swanson. Keeps the count at 1-2. I think we're going to get a better performance tonight from Mr. deGrom. Looking forward to Francisco Alvarez's debut tonight. It's going to be a fun game tonight, folks.
Michael Harris on deck. 1-2 coming to Swanson.
Struck him out. 2 outs for deGrom now. Swanson goes down swinging. Beautiful. Looked like a slider there he hit him with. Very nice pitch by Jacob deGrom. Swanson just got fooled completely with that one. All right, now we're down. We got 2 outs at the bottom of the first inning here. Michael Harris is up, 305 on the year, 19 home runs, 64 RBIs. Having a great season for himself, 876 on base percentage. Let's see what deGrom can do against the young, promising Michael Harris. Foul. 0-1 is the count. Great young player. Atlanta, you got to give them credit. They really signed up some great young players in this year for them, locking them up for the future. The Braves are going to be a team that we're going to be competing with a lot in the near future. 0-1 is the count. Once again, bottom of the first, 2 outs. Oh, right down the middle. I don't know why the ref didn't, or the umpire didn't call that one. Hope everybody's doing good out there. Welcome to the stream. If this is your first time, make sure you like and follow the page, whether you're checking it out on YouTube or whether you're checking it out on Facebook. We're glad you're here. Oh, outside corner, 2-1 is the count on Harris. 2 outs right now for Atlanta. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Might be a big-time pitcher's duel tonight with Max Fried. He looked great in the first inning there. Pete Alonso did get a hit. Unfortunately, they couldn't capitalize on anything there, so nothing for the Mets in the first inning. Ooh, a little bit high of a – looks like a high slider right there for Harris. That's out foul. 2-2 is the count right now. Struck him out. Beautiful. 3 up, 3 down for the Mets. deGrom strikes out 2 there. Looking great so far right out the gate. Let's go, Mets. Way to go. That's the deGrom that we wanted to see. I know it was a rough start last time in Oakland, but even the greats have bad starts once in a while, folks. No doom and gloom here. Jacob deGrom, one of the best, if not the best pitcher in the game, so no doom and gloom here. We got deGrom's back. He's going to take this for us tonight. I got a good feeling. Weather's looking like it's going to hold up in Atlanta tonight. I know they were worried about everything with the hurricane coming on, so hopefully the weather continues to keep going okay for the rest of the weekend. And prayers to everybody that got affected by the hurricanes out there, because it was some bad stuff this week. We should get our first look at Francisco Alvarez this evening, the highly touted prospect for the Mets. Just got brought up today. He's going to be playing DH tonight. He's batting in the 7th slot for the Mets tonight. Let's see if he can add a pop for the Mets that has been lacking. Ruff and Vientos really haven't been doing the job when Vogelbeck's not in there, so we're hoping we can get a good pop tonight from this young rookie Alvarez, only 20 years old, from Venezuela. Seen him play probably 7-8 times this year, I think. I'm right from the area where he played in AA, so probably saw him 7 or 8 times this year. Let me tell you, this kid is a heck of a player, folks. He is a heck of a player, and he's going to make a big impact, I think, for the Mets in the very, very near future. Let's hope he can make a big impact tonight. This is what baseball is all about, though. Exciting games, playoff season. Who would have imagined in the start of the season that the Mets would be closing in on 100 victories, possibly winning the division? I thought they could have been a good wild card team from the beginning of the year, but I think they've definitely outdone most people's expectations for them. So it's been great to see this ball club all year long. Let's hope that we can win the division title here. Truist Park here in Atlanta is where this is taking place at tonight. Once again, the weather is holding up in Atlanta, so that is a good thing. Let's see where it goes. Hopefully, we get good all weekend long. Jeff McNeil is leading off here in the second inning. Mets got one hit in the first inning on a Pete Alonso single. Couldn't do anything with it. McNeil swings right through that. 0-1's the count. As Gary just said, he's hitting 320, 7 home runs, 59 RBIs, 817 on base percentage. Jeff McNeil having a fantastic year for the Mets, one of our core players. Let's hope he can continue it tonight. That pitch is up high. That's going to be 1-1 on Jeff McNeil. On deck, Eduardo Escobar, the hero of the last game that we had, and the man throughout September has been hitting just on a tear. 8 home runs, 24 RBIs, 348 batting average. He's been crushing it. So let's hope he can continue it on tonight. Up high again, 2-1 is the count on Jeff McNeil. Wow, alarming stats here that they just showed. He's hitting 378 with 4 home runs and 26 RBIs and a 959 on base percentage against the National League East team. So impressive numbers from Mr. McNeil. That ball is low. 3-1 is the count. Max Fried, what a hell of a pitcher he is. He's had one heck of a season for the Braves. This is definitely going to be a pitcher's duel tonight with him and DeGrom. If any of these teams can break it open, it would be a very, very big thing to do because these two are just tremendous pitchers. That's strike 2 right there. 3-2 is the count now. Showing the Francisco Alvarez there is going to be coming up after Escobar for his first major league at bat at the young age of 20 years old. All right, McNeil floats it, and it's going to drop in for a single. McNeil is going to first base. Nice piece of hitting there. Very misjudged by Rosario out there for the Braves. I think he could have got that one. I think he must, yeah, Gary just mentioned it. He must have lost that one in the lights. Yeah, definitely lost that one in the lights. Remember last series we had in Atlanta, they said how brutal it was there for the lights at Truist Park in Atlanta. But, yeah, he lost that one in the lights. Hey, good for us. Escobar is up now. Once again, our hero of the last game, Eduardo Escobar. That's going to be, oh, no, inside curveball. Strike 1 on Escobar. Through September, let me change the stats here a little bit. He's hitting 330, 8 home runs, 24 RBIs. Tremendous September for Mr. Escobar. 0-1's the count on him right now. McNeil is on first. Way outside. 1-1's the count. What are you looking forward to most about the series? Chime in the comments if you're out there. Let us know what you're looking forward to most in the series between the Mets and the Braves. What's your predictions? Braves, Mets, even series, a clean sweep. What do you got? Let's hear your thoughts and predictions. Drop them on in the comments. All right, 1-1's the count here. Escobar still up at the plate against Fried. Another hit for Escobar. Beautiful. Single. McNeil's on second. Escobar on first. Another hit for Eduardo Escobar in a big pressure situation for Francisco Alvarez in his first major league at bat. Here's his stats in Double-A this year: 18 home runs, 47 RBIs, 922 on base percentage, 8 home runs. I think it was 24 RBIs. It just clicked off there. For Triple-A, he was been on a tear after coming back from a little bit of an ankle injury at Triple-A Syracuse. Let's see what he can do now. Oh, double play right there. He hit that hard, though. First pitch, he came out swinging. Man, beautiful grab by Riley. Man advances to third, though. McNeil advances to third at least. He ripped that shot, though. Beautiful pickup by Riley. Beautiful double play by the Braves. One pitch. That's all it took. Alvarez was swinging right out the gate. That's what it's all about. Welcome to the major leagues, kid. You're taking on an ace right here. Luis Guillorme is up now with 2 outs in the top of the second inning. Man on third. McNeil has reached third here. Let's see if Guillorme can drive him in. That pitch is low. Ball 1. Yeah, they're showing that pickup by Riley again. That was a beautiful play. Beautiful play by Riley. Let's see if the Mets can capitalize. That is going to be outside, 2-0. Good eye by Guillorme. Guillorme's hitting .275 on the season, 2 home runs, 15 RBIs, 696 on base percentage, 8 for 33 against Atlanta this season. Yep, with 2 of his home runs coming against Atlanta and 4 RBIs. So he's definitely hitting good against Atlanta this year. Nito is on deck. That's going to be, Rosario drops it. Big error. McNeil comes home. 1-0 Mets. Lost one in the lights to lead off the inning. Went for the slide. That should have been an easy pickup by him. Rosario drops it. Mets are leading now 1-0. Guillorme is on first. Yeah, big botch right there. Looked like when he hit down. No, he just completely missed that. His glove tipped it a little bit, but that's the breaks in baseball, folks. Mets up 1-0 right now. Let's go Mets. Thomas Nito is up right now. Nito. I always say it wrong. That is outside, ball 1. Having a great month of September himself. He's got hitting .333, 5 doubles, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. Great play. Much better than James McCann. I think we can all agree upon that one. That one's going to be outside again. 2-0 is the count on Nito. Brandon Nimmo is up right after him. Good first, good second inning here. Good first run for the Mets. Mets typically win most all their games when they score a couple of runs early. So let's see if we can add on to it. Gives DeGrom a little bit of a cushion against this very dangerous Braves team. That's fouled back now. 2-1's the count. Good stat here that they just put up. They lost only 18 games, the Mets, this year when they held the lead this season, fewest in baseball. The second fewest is actually the Braves. So just shows you how good both of these teams really are. 2-1's the count here. Fried's thrown 31 pitches already. That's fouled back. 2-2. 94-mile-an-hour fastball there by Fried. Thank God for Rosario's botches here this inning, because it allowed us to get the early lead here on this dangerous Atlanta team. Hope everybody is having a great night wherever you're at in this beautiful world. Hopefully you're doing well. Let's go Mets. Going to be a fun series this weekend. Welcome to the stream. That's going to be outside, 3-2. Good eye by Thomas, or Tomas, excuse me. Nimmo's coming up next. Let's see if we can get another guy on here. Let's get some more pitches out of Fried here. The less we see Max Fried, the better. This guy is a hell of a pitcher. He's going on this no matter what. Nope, foul again. Count stays at 3-2. Yeah, got a little bit of extra rest. They opted to give him some extra rest so that they could use him in this big series with the Mets this weekend. Mets got their aces all lined up as well against Atlanta this weekend. Jacob deGrom is on the mound tonight. Max Scherzer is up tomorrow. And then on Sunday, we got Chris Bassett. So going to be a hell of a series between the best of the best from both teams in regards to their starting pitching. Oh, shallow pop fly right there. I don't know if he's going to get it. He almost lost that in lights too, but Acuna got that run. He got that one. End of the inning, going to the bottom of the second. Mets 1, Braves 0. Mets got 4 hits already on the Braves tonight. Looking good so far for us Mets fans. I'll be right back in just a minute, folks. Just stand by. I'll be right back with you in just a moment. All right, we're back for the bottom of the second inning. Jacob deGrom is back up on the mound here. We got the 4, 5, 6 in the order for Atlanta. Riley is up first. Ball 1 right there to Riley. Riley's hitting 275 on the season, 37 home runs, 92 RBIs, 881 on base percentage. Great season by Riley so far. Beautiful pick at third to the last inning for to take a hit away from Alvarez potentially. And that is a home run. Riley straightaway center, 1-1. Damn. It's 38th home run of the year. He took that one right to center field, 422 feet. Olson's coming up next at the plate, but that was a beautiful home run by Riley. 1-1 now. Braves and Mets are tied 1-1, 1-1. That's some power right there, folks. He hit that 422 feet right to center on a line drive, basically. Heck of a rip by Riley. Olson's coming up now. He's really been struggling for Atlanta. Really been struggling. hitting 236 right now in the season, 30 home runs, 96 RBI, 782 on base percentage, but been in a real rut here. Got benched, I think it was last week. They actually benched him last weekend. But let's see if he can snap out of it a little bit for Atlanta. Let's hope he doesn't, though. That's going to be up high. 1-1's the count, 99 mile per hour. Fastball missed up high there. DeGrom's going on his 17th pitch of the game so far. Bottom of the second, nobody out. 1-1 is the count on Olson. That's going to be inside. 2-1's the count. Let's see if DeGrom can bounce back from that big home run by Atlanta. Ooh. Said that one just missed. I don't know if I see that, but 3-1's the count right now on Olson. Former Met Travis d'Arnaud is coming up next. He sucked with us, but has been great with Atlanta, so good for Travis. Oh, no. Man, Olson just hit a home run right there off DeGrom. 2-1. Right into the Braves bullpen. Solo home run by Olson. Nobody out here. 2-1. 2-1 Atlanta. Back-to-back home runs. 430-foot bomb by Matt Olson. All right, Jake. Come on now. Settle the fuck down. This is a good Braves team, though. This isn't Jake pitching like shit, folks. This is just a really good Braves team, and they do what they do best, and that's hit home runs. Great teams can bounce back from adversity. It's not out of our hands yet. 100-mile-per-hour pitch right by d'Arnaud. 0-1's the count now for DeGrom. We do got this, Paul. Absolutely. I agree, my friend. We definitely got this, buddy. 101-mile-per-hour fastball right there by DeGrom. Just missed on the outside. 1-1's the count. It is okay, folks. Paul said it right. We got this. Let's go, Mets. d'Arnaud has just been a Mets killer since he left us and joined Atlanta. He has played tremendous against us, which I think is usually the case with a lot of catchers when they play against their old teams. d'Arnaud pops that up to center field. Nimmo's going to grab that one unless he loses. Nope, he's good. One away right now. One away. 2 back-to-back home runs have allowed the Braves to take the lead here tonight. All right, let's go, Mets. Come on. Contreras is up now using Edwin Diaz's song, which he shouldn't, but it's all right. It is what it is. He's hitting 279 on the year, having himself a great season there in Atlanta for Atlanta. He is designated hitting tonight, though, while d'Arnaud is catching. He's got 20 home runs, 44 RBIs, 868 on base percentage, 10 for 33 against the Mets this year. So he's had a very good season playing the Mets this year. That's going to be strike 2, though, against him. DeGrom, lightning fast fastball there, 100 miles an hour, right down the middle. Contreras didn't even see that one coming. That's out to Lindor. Lindor, easy grab for him. Contreras is out. d'Arnaud for MVP. He's had a great season, Carolina. Carolina. Christine says, deform spitting the bit. DeGrom is, he's had a little bit of a tough inning here, but he bounces back. He's been known to give up some home runs. It happens. These are 2 great teams that are playing. When you got 2 teams that are in a division race right down to the last few games of the season, and both are right upwards of 100 victories, you know you're going to have some tight games. It's going to be some tough play. Rosario is up right now for the Braves. Let's see if he can redeem himself for his big, costly error that got the Mets their first run of the game in the second inning. Surprising to see the stadium Atlanta isn't even full here all the way tonight. Lots of open seats you can see throughout there. I mean, they got a pretty good packed house, probably 80%. I figured they would definitely have more people in there, but maybe it's the weather. I don't know. Maybe it's too cold for baseball. Maybe they're worn out on it. If I was down that way, I'd be down there. 1-1 now. Very high fastball. A little chin music on Rosario. DeGrom is going on his 29th pitch here, on his next pitch here. Bottom of the second inning. 1-1's the count. 2 outs. Inside right there. Ump calls him. Nope, he didn't go around. 3-1's going to be the count, or excuse me, 2-1's going to be the count here on Rosario. Welcome everybody watching on Facebook or YouTube, whatever you're checking it out on. Make sure you guys like and follow the page on Facebook and or YouTube, whatever you're watching on. Hopefully you give us that like, follow, subscription, whatever you want to call it. We'd greatly appreciate it. Going to try to stream part of the game tonight. Unfortunately, I got my fatherly duties tonight. I got to go pick up my daughter in a little while, so I'm probably not going to be able to finish the game tonight. But if I can, I can. If not, it's all good. We'll get a little time to watch the Mets and Braves, two great teams play, see who's going to potentially take home the big victory tonight. Mets, if they sweep this series, I believe they clinch it on Sunday. But we really would like, of course, to sweep it, but sweeping against the Braves is very difficult. So if we win 2 games this weekend, we'll be in really good shape. We win 3, we're in the driver's seat. If we win 1, we're making it a little bit hard. DeGrom strikes out Rosario right there to end the second inning. 2-1 Atlanta, 2 big home runs by Riley and Olsen back-to-back. Mets are coming up in the third, though, and DeGrom is looking pissed. That's what I like to see. That's the sign of a pitcher who's ready to do some business. Be right back in just a minute, right after the commercial break, folks. We'll be right back, and I'll see you in a few. All right, we're coming back from commercial break here. We're going into the top of the third inning. Braves are up right now, 2-1 on the Mets. 2 big home runs for Atlanta that inning. Riley led off the inning with a big blast, followed by Matt Olson. Riley hit his 38th home run of the year. Olson hit his 31st home run of the year. So big plays for Atlanta to take the lead 2-1 going into the top of the third inning here for the Braves and the Mets. Mets got 4 hits so far. Braves got 2 hits. Brandon Nimmo is up at the plate right now. Max Fried, 35 pitches so far. First pitch curveball, that's going to be a strike on Brandon Nimmo. Taking things as they come. Brandon Nimmo said that before today's game, he felt butterflies and nervousness that he has not felt. Who you rooting for out there? I hope it's for the Mets, but if not, if you're a Braves fan, you got a great team too. Going to be a fun series. Let's go Mets. 1-1's the count right now on Brandon Nimmo. 0 for 1, struck out in his first at bat, hitting 266 on the season. 16 home runs or 14 home runs. I'm sorry, just missed that right there for a second, but having a great season. Brandon Nimmo fouled that out. 1-2 is the count on Brandon Nimmo. Make sure everybody to like the page, subscribe, follow, do what you got to do, whatever outlet you're on. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, hopefully you hit that subscribe and like and follow button. 1-2 is the count on Brandon Nimmo. Yeah, fights that right off on his fist. Up real high and tight on him there. Fouled that off. 1-2 is the count. Let's see what they can do. It's going to be a fun postseason, folks. I think we might be seeing the Braves again in the postseason after this big series. Let's hope we can pull off a big victory this weekend. I'd be happy if we didn't have to face the Braves again. They're a good team. Ooh, that was a close one right there. Curveball a little bit inside. 2-2 is the count on Brandon Nimmo. I love Brandon Nimmo. He's one of my favorite players on the team. This guy's got a lot of heart. Real Met, just through and through. I hope we hold on to Brandon in the offseason. I know he's coming up on a free agency this year. He's probably going to get a nice contract. I know Aaron Judge is out there, which would be a tremendous pickup as well. But I love Brandon Nimmo. I hope he sticks with the Mets. I hope he sticks with the Mets in the offseason. 2-2 is the count here on Nimmo. Top of the third inning. Nobody on, nobody out right now. Oh, Brandon slipped a little bit there, but chopped one off. He's going to be out. One out for the Braves. Brandon Nimmo's out at first. Slipped a little bit coming out, but I don't think he would have made it anyways. Got Max Scherzer on the mound tomorrow. That's going to be a fun one to see. Max is one of my favorite pitchers to watch all the time, even when he wasn't a Met. I love his tenacity. I love the way that he plays the game. I love how much he just loves to be out in the mound, how he wants to always have the ball in the tough moments. Max Scherzer, hell of a competitor, Hall of Famer, no doubt about it. Lucky to have him on the Mets roster for sure. Pete Alonso's coming up. Got a single in the first inning, batting second tonight again. All right, that's going to be out to center. Pete's going to fly out. That's going to be out number 2 for the Mets. Kyle Wright's going for Atlanta tomorrow night against Max Scherzer. Chris Bassett going on Sunday against Charlie Morton. Definitely winnable games, folks. Definitely winnable games for the Mets. But hell of a competition, especially with Kyle Wright. He's 20-5 on the season. The Major League's only 20-game winner so far this year, if I recall. Francisco Lindor's up right now. That's going to be low, ball 1. Francisco's hitting 273 on the year, 25 home runs, 103 RBIs, 797 on-base percentage. Tremendous season from Francisco Lindor thus far in his sophomore season with the Mets. That's fouled out. 1-1's the count. 2 out here in the third inning. Lindor had the worst season of his career probably last year for the Mets. Really turned it around this season. Once again, one of our all-stars, of course, the MVPs of the team. Just done a tremendous job at so many points throughout the season. Can't say enough about what Francisco Lindor means to this ball club and how great he's done. That's going to be way up high on him. 2-1's the count. Little chin music there for Lindor. DeGrom's waiting for his opportunity there to get back out in the third inning and get a little bit more redemption for those 2 home runs Atlanta got on him in the inning. Lindor fouls that off. It's going to be 2-2 now. That's the count. Nasty slider by Max Fried there. He's lucky he got a piece of that. That was a rough slider that he threw him. 47 pitches so far for Max Fried so far this game. 2-2 is the count, 2 outs. Struck him out. Struck out Lindor. Boy, that was a nasty, nasty changeup, it looked like right there. That's why Max is one of the top in the game. All right, we'll be right back after the commercial break, folks.
On the first pitch from Jacob DeGrom in the bottom of the third.
All right, we're back. Bottom of the third inning right now. Atlanta is up 2-1. 0-1 is the count on Arcia. That's going to be 1-1. God, these fucking umps have some seriously difficult strike zones sometimes. That was a beautiful pitch by DeGrom. It's going to be a single right to center field. Arcia is going to go to first base. One man on here for Atlanta in the the bottom of the third inning. All right, let's see if DeGrom can get a nice double play right here, a strikeout, whatever. I prefer that double play. Get two guys out. Ronald Acuna Jr. is up to bat right now. 0-1 is, he's 0-1 tonight against DeGrom. Going right back up to the top of the order for Atlanta. One man on, nobody out. Ronald Acuna has probably the brightest fucking gear on in the world. He's got these bright yellow gloves, these bright yellow shoes, bright yellow elbow guards. It's quite distracting, I'll have to say that. All right, he just barely tipped that one there. Acuna gets thrown out at first base. Arcia goes on to second. One out for the Mets right now. Mets got one out on Atlanta. He just barely got a piece of that one right there. Naito made the smart play going to first. There was no way he was going to get Arcia at second. No way that was going to happen.
That's amazing.
Dansby Swanson is up right now. He's 0-1 tonight. Let's see what he can do right now against Jacob DeGrom. One man out, man on second base right now. DeGrom blows that right by him. 99-mile-per-hour fastball. 0-1 is the count on Swanson. He struck out in his first at bat, having a great season, batting 275, 22 home runs, 92 RBIs. Swanson's having a great season for Atlanta. Great team for the Braves. I love the Mets, but I got to admit what a great team the Braves have. So, got to be honest. That's way up high. That's going to be 1-1 right now. This Atlanta team has a lot of power in its lineup. The Mets, not a home run team. Atlanta, home run team all the time. That's what they do. Very dangerous team for that reason, but very different things from two different teams there. Mets have some great home run hitters, of course, with Pete Alonso. And, of course, you got Lindor. He's got some good pop to him. But Atlanta, they got a lot of home run hitters on this team. A lot of people with a lot of power. This is a dangerous team with the Atlanta Braves. They're not the World Series champs for no reason. 1-2 is the count on Dansby Swanson. Just tipped it off right there. Count stays at 1-2. DeGrom's going on his 41st pitch right here, right now. Doesn't look off, but doesn't look at his top form right now. He's getting comfortable. DeGrom's battling. He's going to battle them all day. Not like his last appearance against Atlanta when he got 17 out in a row. He was thinking about maybe going for the pickoff move, but didn't even waste his effort on that one there. Just letting Arcia know that knows he's there. Holds his swing right there. 2-2 is the count on Swanson. Just barely laid off that one right there. Pretty alarming stat here that they just put up. Jacob DeGrom has the lowest ERA since the start of 2018 with a 2.03 earned run average. Pretty tremendous stuff from Jacob DeGrom. Says a lot about what he can do. About to make a lot of money in the offseason. Oh, struck him out. There we go. Sit down, Swanson. Beautiful pitch by DeGrom to put Swanson down. Austin Riley looks like he's going to be coming up next now. Or no, excuse me, Michael Harris is going to be coming up next, followed by Riley and then Olsen, who got 2 big home runs off us the last inning. They got Arcia on second base still here for the Braves. 2 outs now, bottom of the 3rd inning. Braves are leading 2-1. 2 big home runs back-to-back last inning by Atlanta. The Mets scored on an error by Rosario. McNeil ended up scoring the run there on Guillerme's hit out to the outfield that Rosario bobbled. Oh, right up the middle. Lindor with a great grab. Oh, he's got him in a pickle here. There he goes. He's out. Very bad base running right there by Arcia. I think he thought that he was going to be getting a free pass to home, but that wasn't. Definitely poor base running by him right there. Mets ended up capitalizing. Smart play by Lindor. Ended up getting the big out there. Inning is over. 2-1. We'll be right back right after the commercial break, folks.
with his choice his first time off.
All right, we're back here, folks. 2-1 Atlanta, leading the Mets here. Top of the fourth inning. Mark Canha's up right now. 1-0 is the count. Max Fried's going on his 50th pitch of the game. Riley picks up the easy pick by Riley. He's such a good third baseman. Canha is out. I did not know why he's got Canha batting in the cleanup spot. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I love Canha. I really do. I just don't understand why he's in the cleanup spot, to be honest with you. But I'm not going to question Bucks. He knows baseball way better than any of us. Sometimes you just wonder what they see, to put somebody out there in that position. Had him into the last game too, so it'd be interesting, to see what maybe his logic was on it. Hopefully Canha can deliver something tonight. So far tonight, he's 0-2. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Coming up next, let's see. We got Jeff McNeil is coming up now. 1 out. That's going to be low. Ball 1. Had a single in his first at bat. Brought his average up to 322 on the year. Flied that right out to left. Easy grab for Rosario right there. 2 outs for the Braves. I think he learned his lesson after that second inning on that bobble there. A couple of costly poor plays by Rosario in the second inning led to the Mets getting their first run of the game. Escobar's up now, 1 for 1 again tonight. Mr. September right here. Brought his average up to 241. He's got 20 home runs on the year now. Had a single at his first at bat tonight. Swung right through that. That's going to be strike 1. 2 outs for the Braves. On deck, Francisco Alvarez, the highly touted prospect for the Mets. First pitch, ripped the ball right into a double play in the second inning. Let's see what he can do at his second at bat if he gets an opportunity here in the fourth. All right, 0-2 is the count on Escobar. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Escobar goes down. We're going to the bottom of the fourth. DeGrom is back up. 2-1 Braves. 4 hits for the Mets, 4 hits for the Braves. 2 big home runs in that second inning has Atlanta taking the lead. We'll be right back after the commercial break. Stay with us, folks. All right, we're coming back from commercial break here in just a minute. The Braves are up 2-1, going in the bottom of the fourth inning right now. Heart of the order is still up here for the Braves. Austin Riley, Olsen, 2 home runs back-to-back for them earlier in the game. Let's hope that the Mets can slow them down a little bit here and keep it in the ballpark. Riley, one hell of a season that he's had. Once again, 276 average, 38 home runs, 97 RBIs on the year. Absolutely stellar play. Tremendous third baseman, too. Amazing glove. Doing great things for Atlanta. 0-2 is the count here. DeGrom has him down, so this is a good thing. You can play with him a little bit here. Maybe throw him some different things. He's way up on the count on him. He's definitely settling in since that one bad inning. Strikeout right there for DeGrom. Sit down. 100-mile-per-hour fastball puts Riley right down. There you go. No, sir. DeGrom said, you are done on that one. Hope everybody's having a great night. Make sure you like and follow the stream. I'd greatly appreciate that, whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. We'll be doing a lot more of them throughout the rest of the season and into the offseason and into the future. Matt Olson's coming up. Their first baseman had been really struggling, but got a home run there at his first at bat. 237 on the year, 31 home runs. Braves got up on deck. Former Matt Travis d'Arnaud. DeGrom's up on his 48th pitch. He's up 0-1 in the count here. 1 out. That's going to be ball 1 right now. Count is even, 1-1. Oh, Nesto, listening from Puerto Rico. It's an honor to hear that, sir. Thank you. I'm so glad you're listening from Puerto Rico, my friend. I hope you guys are safe out there. I know it's been some bad weather out there, so sending our prayers right here from New York, right over to you, Ernesto. Thanks for joining us tonight. Hopefully follow and like the page, my friend. Appreciate you coming out. Appreciate everybody else coming out, too. I'm going to try to stay on as long as I can. Got my fatherly duties here. I got to go do in a little bit and pick up my daughter. But I'm going to stick with you as long as I can here for the game tonight. Probably got another inning or so left, and then unfortunately I'll probably have to call it for the night. But we'll be doing many more of these in the near future. That pitch is low right now, 2-2. 95-mile-an-hour pitch from DeGrom. d'Arnaud is 0-for-1 tonight. Or excuse me, Olson is 0-for-1 tonight. d'Arnaud is too. Thank God. He's been a Met killer all year long, but he's up next. Hits that foul, 2-2. I appreciate it, Ernesto. Thank you so much, my friend. Really do appreciate that. Mets are lined up and stacked right over on the right side. They got Lindor, Guillorme, and Alonso. Escobar's playing at the short position. Nobody at third. That's going to be changing next year. No more allowing of that anymore. It's going to be a completely different thing again. Beautiful pitch by DeGrom. Sit down, Matt Olson. 2 strikeouts. His 6th strikeout of the night for Jacob DeGrom. Looking good, looking good. 53rd pitch of the evening so far tonight. Now Travis d'Arnaud is coming up, the former Met. I'm real happy for Travis, though, with Atlanta. I'm really glad to see that he really has done a great thing for Atlanta. I always liked Travis with the Mets. He had some good moments with us. He was never a rock star or anything like that, but I always liked Travis d'Arnaud. I'm glad for him in Atlanta. I'm glad for his success. Just hopefully it's not against us. He gets a lot of it against us, it seems. Pops that one out. That's going to go foul, and McNeil almost got to that. Boy, he was running. Him and Pete were both running at that. Great hustle. Great hustle by both of them, but that's going to take him at 0-1 on the count now for d'Arnaud. DeGrom is in the zone here, folks. He's looking good right now. He did not like giving up those 2 home runs in that second inning. This is a pitcher's duel pretty much so far tonight, minus a couple of errors from both pitchers. These guys have been doing their part for the most part. d'Arnaud swings right through that. 0-2 is the count. 92-mile-an-hour slider right there on d'Arnaud. 2 outs. Big payoff pitch here. Let's see what he gets. Let's see if he can get another strikeout and get number 7 on the night. Oh, tips that right off of Nido, unfortunately. Nido, excuse me. Got Gary Cohen and Ron Darling in the booth, and hopefully Keith Hernandez gets back for the postseason. Hopefully Keith's feeling better after shoulder surgery. Fell down there. Rough to see. I love Keith Hernandez, one of the all-time Mets greats. Speedy recovery to Mr. Keith Hernandez. 0-2 is the count here on d'Arnaud. Right down the middle. Sit down, d'Arnaud. 3 strikeouts for DeGrom. 7 so far on the evening. Strikes out the side. Braves 2, Mets 1. Going into the 5th inning right here. We'll be right back after a quick break, everybody. Stay with us. All right, we're starting off at the top of the 5th inning here. Francisco Alvarez is coming up for his 2nd major league at bat. Grounded into a double play, really hard hit ball on his first major league swing. He was not wasting any time. His family is in the crowd tonight. Great to see his father, Jose, and his mom, Yolanda, are there to watch him tonight. Hopefully, he could give him a big moment there. Big moment for this 20-year-old young man coming up in the heart of the race for this division. Let's see what he can do tonight. Whoa! He was swinging for the fences there and lost his bat that went flying over to the Met side. Guillorme grabbed it from him there. Wow. That is tremendous. That is tremendous right there. Guillorme's getting a little laugh, I think, out of that one. He's a big burly kid. Like I said, I've seen him a bunch of times this year in person. So he's a big burly kid, very strong, great swing that he has to him, lots of power. I think he had 27 home runs in his minor league season so far between AA and AAA this year. Changeup is outside. It's going to be 1-2 on the count on young Francisco Alvarez, who's playing DH tonight. Guillorme's up right after him, followed by Nido. That's going to be a foul ball. 1-2 is the count. He's ranked the number 1 overall Major League Baseball prospect right now. 20 years old, coming out of Venezuela, catcher. This was what his stats were in the minors this year. 885 on base percentage with 27 home runs. Not too bad for the young man. Fastball, that looked like strikeout to me, but it's okay. We'll take it. 2-2 is the count. That was right real close, I'll tell you that. way up high right there. 3-2 is the count now on Francisco Alvarez. Mom and dad are screaming out to him from the stands. I love it. It's got to be a proud moment for his parents. It's going to be out on that one right there. Hit that one right out to Olson. Olson grabs it. That is out number 1 of the inning, with Guillorme coming up next. Welcome to the big leagues, Mr. Alvarez. You're taking on one of the best pitchers in the game with Max Fried. Hustling it out, though. I like it. He's hustling it out. He's running that one out. Good job, kid. I know the Mets fans and New York fans can be very tough. Have some patience with these young prospects. Vientos, Beatty, Alvarez, they all have very bright futures to them, folks. That's going to be strike 1 on Guillorme. 1 out right now. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Atlanta is leading 2-1. Got an RBI single. They credit him with the single there in that inning. Looked like an error to me on Rosario, but hey, good for him. That's going to be a strike. I thought that was a little low, but all right. 0-2. You win some, you lose some with the umpires. Not a lot of power from Guillorme, so we want to get him on base here. That's what we want to do. He's got 2 home runs on the season, 16 RBIs. Not a lot of power from him. Good contact hitter. His only 2 home runs of the year are actually against Atlanta, so who knows? Maybe we can get number 3 right here. It's been an incredible race with the Braves and Mets this season. Mets started off real strong, have continued strong all year long. We're once up 10 games. Braves just went on a crazy pace of winning. Ended up getting to the point where we're at now, where we're only 1 game up on the Braves right now. Just shows you the great competitive teams that the Mets and the Braves are. I mean, the National League this year with the Dodgers, the Braves, the Mets, got to be the front runner for the World Series, whoever takes the National League, in my opinion. But you got great teams over in the American League, too. Guillorme grounds that one out to second. That's going to be out number 2. He is out. Arcia with the easy play right there to get him out. Tomas Nido is coming up next. He's 0 for 1 tonight with a flyout. Had a great month of September so far, as I talked about earlier. Another great performer in September, along with Eduardo Escobar. Really been turning it up as of late. It's great to see from him. I think as we get into playoffs, we're going to be seeing Tomas Nido much, much, much more than James McCann, hopefully. Swings right through that. That's going to be strike 1 on Tomas Nido. 84-mile-per-hour off-speed pitch there. Max Fried's going on his 69th pitch of the evening. We got 2 outs right now. Nobody on. Outside, going to be 1-1. Swings right through that. 1-2 is the count on Tomas Nido. As Gary just mentioned, the only way the Braves can actually take control of this race right here is they got to sweep the Mets out this weekend. So let's hope that doesn't happen. We're down right now 2-1 to Atlanta. Slow grounder. Riley's on top of that. Easy out for him. Mets go down in order. We're going to the bottom of the 5th inning now. DeGrom's headed back on the mound. Braves 2-1, 4 hits both sides. I'll be right back after the commercial break. All right, we're back here for the bottom of the fifth inning. Jacob deGrom is back out on the mound. Atlanta's leading 2-1 right now. 2 back-to-back home runs in the second inning for Atlanta. Mets got 1 run on a RBI single from Luis Guillorme in the second inning. It's been a great pitcher's duel thus far. deGrom struck out the side on the last inning. Got Contreras up at the plate. He's 0 for 1 tonight. It's going to be strike 1 right there. 0-1. Nice slider by deGrom. 57th pitch of the night. He's pacing himself real well tonight, so we should hopefully be able to get a long performance out of him tonight as long as he can continue this pace. That's going to be strike 2. Contreras didn't even know what to do with that one. That was a beautiful pitch by deGrom. He's up 0-2 on the count already on Contreras. Sit down right. No, he said he laid off. All right, 1-2. Hope everybody's having a great night. Make sure you like and follow the page, whatever you're watching on Facebook or YouTube or whatever. Make sure you like and follow the page. I'd greatly appreciate it. We'll be doing more in the near future, live streams, other shows. So hopefully you check it out. If you're a New York Mets fan, this is the place to be for you. Come on down. Drop your comments in if you're watching. If you want to put some comments in, let us know what you're thinking of the game so far, what you think of this great Mets team. That's going to be 2-2 right now. Good eye by Contreras right there. It was just a little bit outside. Ooh, 3-2. I don't know about that, ump. Jeez. Strike zone is a little bit tough on this umpire tonight. Fouls that off. Count stays at 3-2. Why, thank you, Mr. Stanley. I greatly appreciate that on the great commentary. We're having a great game tonight here, checking out the Mets and the Braves. Got to feel that he's gonna burn him with a fastball right here. Contreras steps out for a second there to get his composure. Score once again is 2-1. It's 3-2 count right here on Contreras. Yep, fastball right down the middle. I knew it. 99-mile-an-hour fastball by deGrom. Sit down, Contreras. Go back to the dugout. 7th strikeout on the night for Jacob deGrom. Great positioning by Tomas Nido right there, getting right on the inside on him enough there. He had no chance at that pitch. Rosario's coming up now. He's 0 for 1 for tonight. Struck out, hitting .218 on the season, 5 home runs and 22 RBIs. Costly error in the second inning. Ended up giving the Mets their first run of the evening. Umpire calls that one as no swing, so that's going to be 1-0 right there on the count. It's been a great battle between Max Fried and Jacob deGrom, just like we expected. 2 amazing pitchers doing great things. A couple little errors here and there, but these two have been dominant. Rosario, no chance on that one. Beautiful slider. 1-1. That's going to be foul right down the first baseline. It's going to be 1-2. Is there a better 3 pitchers in baseball than Jacob deGrom, Max Scherzer, and Chris Bassett? Pretty darn good 1-2-3 punch right there for the Mets going into the playoffs. Is there a better one? I don't know. You tell me what you guys think. There's some great pitching teams out there, but I don't know if many are as good as the Mets when it comes to their starting pitching. 1-2 is the count here. Let's see what he's got. Just a little bit outside right there. Count's going to 2-2. He's got a lot of wiggle room here. deGrom's a great control pitcher. Doesn't give up a lot of walks except for the last game against Oakland in that rough outing, but very few walks he gives up. Struck him out. Rosario right down swinging. 100th strikeout of the year, Gary just said for him right there. 8th of the game. Just tremendous. 100 strikeouts to 8 walks is what his stats are so far in this short season from him. Pretty freaking tremendous for Jacob deGrom. Orlando Arcia is coming up now. He has a single in his first at bat of the night. Costly base running error on his part there, I think. There got caught in a pickle, got thrown out to end the second inning, which could have been something bigger for the Braves, but worked out well for us. Swung right through that. 0-2's the count. 92-mile-per-hour slider right there by deGrom, going on his 71st pitch of the night. 2 men out. Let's see what he can do right here. That one's going to be way low in the dirt. 1-2. Low and outside just a little bit. He's going for that slider again with him. He's feeling much better control on his slider tonight. You can see it with him. He was not feeling it against Oakland in the last game. Tonight, looking much better. Gave up those two mistakes, those 2 home run shots. That's about it. That's going to be popped out from Arcia. Lindor's calling it. He's got this one easy. That retires the side. End of the 5th inning. We'll be right back after the commercial break, folks. Stay with us. Thanks for watching. I'll be right back in just a moment or two right after the end of the commercial break. All right, we're back for the 6th inning. We're kicking off the top of the 6th inning here, everybody. The Braves are leading 2-1. Max Fried is going to be done for the night. Pulling him after 5. Interesting. All right, interesting. Colin McHugh's coming up now. 55 games this season. He's got a 2.69 ERA, 67 innings, 49 hits, 14 walks, 73 strikeouts, 5 home runs allowed. So very serviceable reliever for the Braves here. I say bring in Kenley Jansen there. Bring him in. He's been doing awful lately. We need a little Jansen magic there, so that way we can take him out of the park a few times. Great performance tonight by Max Fried in his 5 innings. Brandon Nimmo is going to be up first tonight, or first in this inning right now. He's 0 for 2 on the night. Been a pitcher's duel so far, 100%. 2-1 Atlanta. Welcome to everybody coming out, whether you're just joining us for the first time or you've been checking it out for a while now. Glad to have you here tonight. Make sure you like and follow the page, please, here on Facebook or YouTube, whatever you're checking out. I think most everybody's checking it out on Facebook. So I would really appreciate it if you would hit that like and follow button. That way you can get notified of things in the future. We're going to be doing a lot more here in the coming weeks and hopefully for the foreseeable future. We'll be doing some live streams and some other things. So make sure you hit that like and follow button. That's going to be strike 1 on Brandon Nimmo. Struck out and grounded out tonight. Having a great season, though. 265 average, 14 home runs, 58 RBIs so far. Having a great season. Love Brandon Nimmo, one of my favorite players on the team. I love his heart. I love everything that he does for this ball club. He's a great ambassador for the team. Could be his last season, though. You never know. Free agency's coming up, and he's gonna hit it pretty big in free agency probably. 1-1 is the count here on Brandon Nimmo. That's going to be outside. 2-1. Pete Alonso's on deck here. He's hitting in the number 2 slot again tonight. Buck's been kind of playing around with the lineup a little bit. Shifted Pete up into the number 2 spot. Canna's hitting 4th tonight. I still mentioned it earlier in the stream. I don't really understand Canna being the DH. I know I love Mark Canna, but Buck knows his stuff, so I'm sure there's some rhyme and reason to what he's doing. That's going to be a foul ball. 2-2 is the count on Brandon Nimmo. Braves bullpen this year ranked 2nd in the NL with a 3.01 earned run average. Great bullpen. Had some tough moments with Jansen recently, but this is a great team with the Braves for a reason, and great bullpen for them. That's going to be right up the middle there. Let's see. Can Nimmo? Yep, that's going to be safe. Infield single for Brandon Nimmo. How many infield singles does Brandon Nimmo have this year? Just the hustle of Brandon Nimmo is why I just love this guy even more. A lot of other people would just be lollygagging it and shit, and not him. Easily got into first there. Great speed. Real surprising when I see the stats that he's only got 3 stolen bases on the year with the speed that Brandon Nimmo has. Very, very surprising. The Polar Bear is up now. Pete Alonso, amazing season for him. 269, 40 home runs, 131 RBIs, 868 on base percentage for him for the year. 1 for 2 tonight. Lined out on his last at bat, had a single in the first inning. That's going to be a double play right there on Pete. Easy double play for Atlanta. They had that lined up perfectly. He had that one scouted out. Pete's pissed at that one right there. Swinging on the first pitch. Pete is going up there to rip. He doesn't want to be taking walks unless he has to. Coming up next is Francisco Lindor here. Lindor's 0 for 2 tonight. Had a fielder's choice on his first at-bat, struck out on his last one. Another great season, as we mentioned earlier. 273 for the year for Lindor, 103 RBIs. Having a great season. Best season as a Met, of course. Great sophomore season for him. Tremendous job from Lindor. Let's see if he can deliver for us right now. Got Canna on deck. That's going to be right down the middle for a strike. 1-1's the count. Oh, looks like a bug got in his way there. He's calling time for a second. They're lined right up. Arcia, Riley, and Olsen. Riley's lined up real deep, the third baseman. He's lined up deep in the outfield on right field. Interesting positioning right there. These shifts that they do are just insane sometimes, but smart smart baseball players learn how to go around it and hit against it. But let's see if Lindor can do something here against it. That's going to be outside. That's going to be 3-1. 82-mile-an-hour changeup out. Not hitting, not even close on that one. That's going right to second. That's going to be an easy out for Arcia. Mets go down in order. Going to the bottom of the sixth. DeGrom is coming right back out now. All right, everybody. I'm going to have to call the stream there for tonight. I got to go take care of my fatherly duties and pick up my child from her event. I really had fun out here tonight for the first 6 innings of the game. I hope you guys had fun too. Hope you like and follow the page. And don't worry, we'll definitely be doing more in the next couple of days over here. More shows right here on the Amazing Mets fan cast. So I apologize once again having to cut the game a little bit early tonight, not being able to stream it all the way through. If I get time at the end of the game, maybe I'll pop back on, but probably not going to be able to. So I really appreciate everybody coming out tonight. And once again, follow that page on YouTube or Facebook. Greatly would appreciate it. Thanks for coming out tonight, everybody. And let's hope the Mets come back and pick this one off. It's been a great game so far. 2-1 the Braves right now, going to the bottom of the 6th. I'll see you guys later, and have a great rest of the night, okay? Thanks for watching, everybody.